welcome back to Hour 2 of What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. Open conversation this hour. Give me a buzz on the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line, 724-438-4593. What's on Your Mind this hour brought to you by Bright Stripes, seal coating and line striping, Gary's Auto Sales, Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling, Hicks and Baugh's Drugstore, Chestnut Ridge Counseling, Coldwell Banker, Laurel Ridge Realty, K2 Engineering, and Tireman's Auto Garage. All righty. What else do we want to chat about here? All right. So the House is voting today, and they might have already voting to force the Department of Justice to release the Epstein files. Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, is expecting about as close to unanimous vote as you can get, I guess, on that. If that happens, it'll go to the Senate, and the Senate will have to vote on that then and go to the desk of President Trump for his signature. So imagine he'll sign it. I think he's tired of this whole thing and just wants to get it behind him. Take away that talking point there. Let me see here. Maryland officials have said the reconstruction of the Francis Scott Key Bridge that collapsed in 2024 is going to take 2 years longer and cost over twice as much to rebuild it. So we're looking at a completion date of 2030 and a cost of $5.2 billion. So we can chat about that. There's still all kinds of litigation to take place to see if the shipping company has any liability at all, or how much liability are they going to pay. Let's see what else here. President Trump was meeting with the leader of Saudi Arabia today. Apparently, one of the things is announcing the sale of the F-35 jet to Saudi Arabia. And some other deals are expected to be announced, too. The one big question, is Saudi Arabia going to join the Abraham Accords and formally acknowledge Israel as a country and open up formal diplomatic communications? So that means ambassadors in each country. So that's a big one to see. Excuse me, 2026, which is, just around the corner. The new election year starts where the entire House of Representatives will be up for re-election, all 435 seats. To date, a total of 36 sitting representatives, 15 Democrats, 21 Republicans, have said that they are not going to run for re-election. So that's probably going to play a big part in determining the eventual majority in that House come 2027 then. Aaron Rodgers, Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback, was injured late in the first half of the game Sunday against Cincinnati. It's been determined he's got a broken bone in his left hand, I guess. Whether he plays Sunday right now is questionable. My guess is he probably will. Going against a old foe in the Chicago Bears. Again, it's his left hand, so it's not his throwing hand. As far as taking a hike from under center, the snap, the left hand, it's just there to guide. It's not going to get that banging, that slapping, if you will, that the right hand will in that snap. And finally, this hour, we're going to continue a little poll that I started yesterday. Pumpkin pie or apple pie for your Thanksgiving dessert? If you could only have one If you could only have one, what's it going to be? Pumpkin pie or apple pie? Me, apple pie. If it's fresh, hot out of the oven, has some warmth to it still. Yeah, I'm going to take an apple pie every time. So that's my vote there. So anything else that you want to chat about, by all means, please give me a buzz. Again, the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line, 724-438-4593. Both lines are open. So, okay. What else you want to chat about? So, basketball season is just about upon us here. College, they have started. High school, I'm not sure if they've actually, I know practice has started. I'm not sure when the first game is. I know that is very soon. So you can chat about high school basketball, college basketball, pros. I really don't care about, but if you want to talk about professional basketball, that's okay. We'll chat about that, whatever you want. Coming back to the Steelers, Aaron Rodgers. Do you think, with his injury, and again, it's on his left hand, so it's not that important for the quarterback. Yeah, he's going to have to be able to grip the ball and hold on to it, but it's not his throwing hand. It's not his throwing arm. Do you think Aaron Rodgers should start Sunday in Chicago? Or, if not, is Mason Rudolph the guy? So he came in to the game Sunday in relief, and I thought did very well. So do you go with Mason Rudolph, or do you hand the ball back to Aaron Rodgers for the game? And if he does start, is he on a short leash? Is Mason Rudolph not just on the sidelines waiting, but he's keeping his helmet on, so to speak, ready to go at a moment's notice? Or if Tomlin says, Aaron is suffering, he's being hindered by the broken hand, I'm going to replace him. Is that a possibility on Sunday? How quickly does that happen? So give me a buzz on any of those topics, or if there's something else you want to chat about, by all means, give me a buzz. We also have, hunting season is just about in full gear. I mean, I know certain segments are taking place right now, certain seasons. But the big one starts right after Thanksgiving, bear and deer. So if you're a hunter, what changes, and I'm asking you, what changes have taken place in the rules? I know there is now Sunday hunting that's taking place. Was that expanded? I don't know, but let me know what your thoughts about Sunday hunting. It used to be a no-no, but our state legislature a couple years ago said, yeah, okay, we'll allow it. So what do you think, though? Is this a good thing? Is it working? Should there be more of an incentive to harvest female deer? Should there be more of an incentive to harvest female deer? People complain about the overpopulation and, and damaging private property and when I say that, coming onto your property and eating your flowers and your shrubs and stuff. And a lot of it says because of overpopulation, and you need to concentrate on the females more than the males when it comes to getting the population under control. So having said that, do we need to put a bit of incentive on harvesting female deer? So give me a buzz about that. Let me know, too, what other game is in season. So I know we've got the 2 or 3 days of bear coming up, right? And deer, obviously. But is turkey in season right now? We've got Thanksgiving. Maybe you need a turkey. I don't know. Is turkey in season right now? Is there other small game that is in? I don't know. I don't hunt, so I don't keep on top of this. I don't know. Quail or pheasant. I don't know. So let me know on that. And a lot of hunters I know like to cover their scent so that the deer may not know you're there. Is there a particular scent or scent cover-up that works better than another one? And so I'm asking those veteran hunters out there, what's best? I'm certain you don't want to go and douse yourself in Old Spice. So what's best? If you're a hunter out there, maybe pass your knowledge on to somebody that's just getting into the sport. What is and is it even needed? So give us a call about that, 724-438-4593. Both lines are open. Hey, I want to thank Dr. Amy Neiswanger from coming in on hour one as we talked about some dog and pet care. I thought right at the top of the hour, I was really, it kind of floored me that ticks are really kind of impervious to the cold. Yeah, if it gets really nasty out there, it can kill them. But not necessarily, and they're still pretty much active throughout the entire year. In last year, all but 20 days, ticks were still. I had no clue. And of course, more and more we're finding out about other tick-borne diseases that not only your pets will suffer from, but you and I as well. So it was, to me, interesting learning that. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hello, Russ.
Yes, Mark.
Yeah, did you say Roger's got a broken hand?
Yes. Left hand. He's got a broken bone. Now I think it's his hand, not his wrist. I think it's his hand. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess they would have to put a cast on that if it's a broken bone in his right hand. I guess they would have to put a cast on it. He couldn't. I don't think so. He could get the ball from center then if he got a cast on it.
Well, I think it's probably determines, where is the break, and can it be, can it be just a nice big Band-Aid put on it, a soft cast? I don't know. But they haven't said whether he's playing or is out for Sunday's game.
Yeah.
Well,
Mason Rudolph, man. I mean, he's the same size as Josh Allen, man. Mm-hmm. He's 6'5", 235 pounds. Man, he's been in for like, 8 years now? He's been in the pros?
Close to it anyway.
Yeah, 7 or 8 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hope the guy has a breakout season. Maybe this is the time that, he's sort of like cream rises to the top and he gets a break in life. You want to see, he's been in the pro for so long. You just hope somebody gets to that top. They, one chance or one season they get to rise to that top. When you've been that high.
But I think some guys are just, they're good quarterbacks, and they make a great backup, but and they're good for short stretches. But there's just, I don't know, something just lacks. They're lacking
doesn't click.
Yeah, that one little thing that that allows them to take that next step to be a successful full-time first-string starter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at George Blanda.
I know there's a name from the past,
seasons or something.
Yeah,
yeah, 25 seasons or something like that.
Yeah, or who was it? Zeke Brukowski? He was Bart Starr's backup for a year, and he was a great backup. But when given the opportunity to be a starter, it didn't work out for him. So, yeah.
Well, getting on to hunting. 25 years ago, I got back in the mines at Maple Creek, and I remember just go up the Route 40 area and having breakfast, and I can remember, cars parked along the road. It must have been 20 or 30 cars. Today, maybe 5. Yeah, I don't see the cars parked along the road anymore. I remember seeing, guys up in the stands with their orange vests on and whatnot. Yeah, I just don't see it.
Don't see it as much anymore. Yeah.
No. In fact, I remember, all these years. I remember like the first day of buck season. I remember lying in bed like 5:30 in the morning, pitch black. I don't know what they were shooting at, but you start hearing gunfire. But like the last couple of years, I might hear one shot, couple shots, none.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. I don't hear the gunfire anymore either.
What do you attribute that to, though, Mark? The drop off in numbers of hunters. I just think it's the younger generation, Russ. I mean, I don't. 40, 50, 60 years. Everybody was in the hunt today. Everybody's got their the computer and their iPhone they're looking at. They're so.
Do you think it's does the veteran hunters have anything to do with that? And by that I mean, did the veteran hunters take their sons and daughters out there and introduce them to the sport, or did it come to the point where the sons and daughters say, "Nah, Dad, I got schoolwork."
I can't answer that question, Russ, because I'm not a hunter.
Okay.
I'm a little bit of a fisherman, but not a hunter.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I have a very good friend. He's a hunter. I know he doesn't hunt as much as he used to, just because of his work obligations and whatnot. He travels a lot, so when he's home on weekends, he wants to spend it with his kids. But he has taken his daughter out, and his daughter wants to continue in that tradition.
Yeah. Yeah, that one of the reasons, I guess, Russ, is that they've lost about a third of their hunters in the last 40 years, and I guess that's why they went to Sunday hunting, because they want to make it more attractive, give more people to hunt on the weekend. I guess I guess that was the reasoning behind it. About, the opening day of deer season. That's why they let them go hunt on Sundays now, because they need people buying more license, putting money into the pool. That's
Well, I mean, it might be a combination of that, and again, the population of deer needs to be harvested, and so let's add another day, and that's another X amount of deer we can expect to be killed.
Yeah, I mean, I remember, Russ, 30, 40 years ago, people would go out in the woods and hunt. Heck, I could if I wanted to hunt, I could shoot a deer in my yard right now. There's so many of them.
Right.
Fact is, there was a fellow who he hit a trophy buck. He had the head mounted right here in the patch. Yeah, he had it. He lived at the end of the street. He put up a blind. I think he got it with a bow. Shot the deer in his backyard. They came up, walked right into his yard and started grazing. He shot it with the bow.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, he didn't have to go out anywhere. I guess he put up a blind up against the end of his property, look over some field, and here's this deer walk right into his yard, started grazing on the grass. I just shot it.
Okay. Well, whatever, huh? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay, Mark.
Okay, Russ. That's all I got for today.
Alrighty. Thanks for the call.
Right. Bye-bye.
Talk to you. Bye-bye.
Hey, got to take a quick little break. Both lines are open, so give me a buzz. The WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line, 724-438-4593.
You can go to Big Box Medical Office.
Now serving number 3,943.
Or
Hi, come on in. How are you?
for personal, professional health care you can trust. See Dr. Paul Hardley and nurse practitioners Tara Bozak, Jessica Reckhart, and Stacy Morris. Proudly serving our community for over 30 years. Need care today? Walk-ins are always welcome. For your primary care, call Dr. Paul Hartley at 724-437-1109 or visit ppcp.org. Or
Serving number 3944.
cooler temperatures may be on the way, but you could still enjoy your deck or patio with retractable or fixed awnings from Lifetime Awnings. Made in the USA with manufacturers and customer guarantees, Lifetime Awnings products last. Lifetime Awnings is veteran-owned and operated with a 10% discount to all military veterans and their families. Call Lifetime Awnings 724-554-6067 for a no-cost or obligation home consultation. Or email John, the owner, at lifetimeawningsusa@gmail.com.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowls Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowlsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
One of the most incredible architectural masterpieces in the United States is right here in Fayette County. And this fall is your chance to see the work being done to preserve this national treasure as work continues to fortify Frank Lloyd Wright's Falling Water, a world-famous work of architecture that's on the UNESCO World Heritage List. Falling Water invites you to Fayette County Appreciation Day on Sunday, November 23rd to see their multi-year historic preservation effort in action, in addition to the always breathtaking home itself. Falling Water is offering free tours for Fayette County residents on Sunday, November 23rd. Book your free tour of Falling Water in advance by calling 724-329-8501. Falling Water's Preservation in Action tours will take place between 9:30 a.m. and 4 p.m. Be sure to make your reservation in advance and don't miss your chance to witness this once-in-a-lifetime preservation tour of Frank Lloyd Wright's Falling Water.
Hi everyone, this is Kelly Clark with Autoland Hyundai in downtown Uniontown. SUV season is here, and you can get that new, certified, or select pre-owned all-wheel drive that you've been looking for. It's just a test drive away. Let me show you how simple you can buy or lease your next vehicle. The season is changing, so fall into your best deal with me, Kelly Clark, Autoland Hyundai, 724-208-5281. 724-208-5281. Great selections, super pricing, and deals on your next wheels. Kelly Clark, Autoland Hyundai, 724-208-5281. Kelly Clark, Autoland Hyundai, 724-208-5281. I'll make you a good deal.
Having Hickson Boss Drugstore in Uniontown means reliability, quality, and service. Pharmacists Stephen Harper and Seth Miller gladly answer healthcare questions and take care of your prescription needs. This is flu season. Call Hickson Boss at 724-437-2828 and ask about flu shot availability and other vaccines. Free prescription delivery, mail-out service, and dependable courteous service are Hickson Boss' way of doing business. Hickson Boss Drugstore, 304 Morgantown Street. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday till 3, closed Sunday.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. It is Open Conversation today. Give me a buzz, 724-438-4593. So, the Crown Prince of the Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, he's committing nearly $1 trillion in investment in the U.S. economy over the next year. He's upping initially earlier this year. He had said $600 billion. He's now upping it to $1 trillion in investment. This is in manufacturing, in Wall Street. I think IA is probably part of that as well. So it's across the board, really. So that's pretty good news. Nothing that I'm seeing as I page through this about joining the Abraham Accords. Maybe that's at a later date. Maybe it's just discussions going on at this point in time. But we'll have to wait and see on that. So whatever your thoughts might be. Yesterday, I had mentioned how Pittsburgh and its housing costs is the median price for a home in Pittsburgh is at $250,000, which is $150,000 below the U.S. median. Zillow and Thumbtack. I'm not familiar with Thumbtack. They're both online marketplace services. So their new analysis said that in the coming year, the average homeowner will spend almost $16,000 on home maintenance and homeowners insurance and property taxes. That's a jump of close to 5% over the past year. So, one good news on one hand locally for the real estate market. Not so good news on the other hand when it comes to the property taxes and maintenance, whatnot. New York, though, that's over $24,000. San Francisco, close to $23,000, and Boston is a little over $21,000 on their costs. So we can chat about that as well. Are these numbers like that? Is that the reason why the age of first-time home buyers is increasing? Not too long ago, it was right around 25, 26 was kind of the, when we were looking at people buying a home for the first time, was right there from 25, 26. But now it's in the early 30s. It's like 31, 32 is we're looking at as. So these costs. And, of course, the high interest loans that we've had for the last 4 years, that certainly played a role in those numbers. But do people, when they buy a home, do they look at the maintenance costs? Is that kind of I'll tell you, I never really looked into the cost, other than the fact knowing that, okay, I'm moving into a 100-plus-year-old home. And, yeah, I'm going to have more issues than if it was new. But I don't think I ever looked at what my annual maintenance cost might be. So is that something that's anybody even looks at? That you're not aware of what the cost might be until after you're in and you've been in the house for a year or so and you start finding things every now and then? I don't know. So why do you think younger generation, and I'm sorry, Gen Z, Gen X, who knows what, I don't know the difference, so I'm not going to try and say this generation or that generation. I'm just saying, is that a reason why we are not seeing the large numbers of 26-year-olds buying homes and they're waiting until early 30s? Is it solely because of interest rates and the cost of buying a home? Or is the maintenance also figuring into that? I want to hear your take on that. The Francis Scott Key Bridge, I have mentioned at the top of the hour, They figure it's going to take 2 hours longer than original estimates. 2 years longer. Sorry about that. And cost over twice as much. So the length of time, I'm not sure why they're blaming what they're blaming that on. But the price, they're certainly going that, the initial estimate that they gave of, I don't know, I think it was like 2.5 billion somewhere around there, was almost a knee-jerk reaction because that cost came out not too long after the bridge collapsed itself. So now they're saying, okay, that initial pricing was, because of a knee-jerk reaction, and also, the price of goods have now gone up. And so figuring that into it. Is that believable? Some say that they came up with that price just so they could get federal involvement on paying for it. And now since the feds have said, we're going to help, now they said, you know what? We found out the price is actually this now. So, and I have not seen any drawings, no artist renderings as to what the replacement would be. One of the things that they attribute to the collapse is there was no protection around the piers, the main support shafts of the bridge, like so many bridges like it have nowadays that were built with these barriers, that in the event of a collision of some type thing, they're hitting these barriers and not the bridge itself. So I'm going to assume, and I think my assumption's right, that this new bridge will have those barriers involved, because we certainly don't want, another collapse. We don't want to see a bridge come down again like what just happened in China. Of course, different circumstance. It wasn't water, it was height, and it was mountainsides that were affected by an earthquake. Anyway, your thoughts on that? I haven't, and speaking about building things, and I haven't heard an update on this for a while, and it deals with the Chesapeake Bay. One down in the southern part from Virginia Beach over to the peninsula is the Bay Bridge Tunnel, and they are constructing another tunnel, adding another lane or two of traffic for that. I don't know where that stands. I don't know the progress on that. I know they're well into the project. I just don't know where things stand on that. And then coming north, the one that you and I are probably more familiar with, although I've traveled both, the basic Bay Bridge that goes from the western shore to the eastern shore right around Annapolis, not too far from Annapolis, Maryland. There is talk of building a third span, a third bridge, and that's because of traffic increases. As it stands now, the westbound span, which has 3 lanes, in times of heavy eastbound traffic, they close one of those 3 lanes and they open it up for eastbound, which is a little disconcerting, quite frankly. I made the mistake of getting caught in that one eastbound traffic on the 3-lane bridge one time, and it's so they want to do away with that. I don't know where that stands either. I mean, there was a study done of like 5 or 6 possible routes they were going to take, and they did settle on, pretty much going side by side with what's already there. Where that stands, I don't know either. Don't know what plans are, when they'll start construct, if they're going to start and how long. I don't know. So, all right. Hey, guess what? It's time for that break again. 724-438-4593. Both lines are open. Give me a call. I'm going to take a break, and we'll chat and close out hour number 2 right after this.
There's no place like home and no thing like winning. Now, till the end of November, just be the 6th caller to 724-438-4593 when you hear.
Oh, there's no place like home for the holiday.
And you'll win $30 worth of Snow Place Like Home scratch-off tickets from the Pennsylvania Lottery with festive fun and 10 top prizes of $20,000. Play today and let it snow winnings. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day. Must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly.
Are you looking for personalized healthcare you can trust? At Montgomery Medical, they're accepting new patients.
Hi, I'm Dr. Betty Thomas. Having a primary care provider means better overall health, from preventative care to managing chronic conditions. We're here to support you every step of the way.
That's right. Hi, I'm Jenna Lutzka, a physician assistant. Plus, we have same-day appointments and walk-in same-day care available too. We're here for you.
Join the Montgomery Medical family today by calling 724-569-8100 to schedule your appointment. A family tradition of family medicine.
Your mental health is your most valuable asset. With 55 years of experience serving Western Pennsylvania, Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services is ready and able to assist you with all of your mental health needs. Offering over 20 specialized treatments, open access, and just-in-time scheduling means that you receive the treatment you need in a time-conscious fashion. Chestnut Ridge Counseling now offers telehealth, mental health urgent care with immediate access to a mental health professional with no appointment necessary. Call 724-437-0729. That's 724-437-0729 for mental health urgent care at Chestnut Ridge Counseling. Outpatient care options include individual, group, and family therapies, mental health and psychiatric evaluations, and medication services. Outpatient care and services are also available for patients under the age of 18, geared towards youth-centric problems and concerns. Take control of your mental health care with Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services. Call 724-437-0729 to set up an appointment or speak immediately with a mental health professional.
Laurel Ridge Eye Care reminds us that vision problems may develop so slowly you don't even notice until you find yourself reading less and straining to focus. If that's happening to you, call Dr. Aaron Sobel at Laurel Ridge Eye Care for a complete vision exam. If there's one thing you shouldn't overlook, it's your vision. Laurel Ridge Eye Care and board-certified ophthalmologist Dr. Aaron Sobel remind you that early detection of eye disease can help prevent blindness. Their complete vision exams can help determine if you are developing problems. Laurel Ridge Eye Care offers full-service medical, surgical, and laser eye care with cataract surgery performed at Uniontown Hospital. Don't take chances with your eyes. Schedule your appointment today by calling Laurel Ridge Eye Care at 724-437-2222. That's 724-437-2222. All insurances are accepted, as well as Visa, MasterCard, and debit card at Laurel Ridge Eye Care, 130 West Fayette Street in the former Hockey Funeral Home.
Go to 40 Uniontown and trade me in.
John Clinton with Dominic Carbone from your 7-time President's Award-winning 40 Uniontown. Dom, I have exciting news to share. Santa showed up early with a heap of holiday savings. Black Friday sale all month long.
Check out this offer. How about 2025 F-150 XL and XLT models? Save up to $7,000 off and you get these great rates as well. How about 2.9 for 60 months, 3.9 for 72, and only 4.9 for 84? Or get this, you can take advantage of 0% financing for 5 years.
Dang, Dom. Any other holiday cheer you want to throw around?
Well, John, old St. Nick said let's move some Explorers as well. Save up to $3,000 off 2025 Explorer, and these rates will make the Tom the Turkey blush. 2.9 for 60 months, 3.9 for 72, and that's right, 4.9 for 84 months.
Dom pre-owned? We got them. Over 70 online, and most are certified with factory warranty. Your sleigh knows, shouldn't you? That's 40 Uniontown on the hill across from Applebee's or 40uniontown.com. Offer includes all factory incentives, must finance a 4-letter credit, not all buyers will qualify. Deadline December 1st.
WNBS.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. It is Open Conversation. The WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line is 724-438-4593. Give me a buzz. Okay, I guess a little rant here. A gentleman by the name of, excuse me, I'm going to butcher this, I know I am, Akror Bazovrov. He's a citizen of Uzbekistan. He was arrested in Kansas back on, I think it was November 9th. He was driving a tractor trailer. And he was arrested. I don't know why he was pulled over, but found out that he's wanted back in his home country for being part of a terror group. So a terrorist. And he's been in this country driving a tractor trailer. Our great Commonwealth issued him a CDL license. How? And it gets better. I'm looking at a picture of his license right now, and it's got the symbol on it for real ID. He's got the symbol on his CDL license that indicates it's real ID. You know, this is the one where you and I, we have to show up with 3 forms of identification, and our wives have to show up with a certified copy of our wedding license. And if they've been divorced, well, not only do they have to show up with their wedding license, but then their divorce decree, so that they can get a real ID. But here's a guy who entered this country illegally, and he gets a real ID driver's license? Are you kidding me? How? So the immigration system is flawed, or I should say, not that it's flawed, and I will say, okay, maybe we do need to revisit laws and maybe rework things. Okay, I'm okay with that maybe. But the laws we have on the books need to be upheld and enforced before we start looking to tweak our immigration laws. So enforce what's already there, and then we'll look to do changes. We'll be able to look to see what maybe has a crack in it that can be sealed with new legislation. Or maybe ease up on some forms. Maybe if we were doing that, this man that came in here, this country illegally, never would have gotten his CDL driver's license with real ID. And by the way, how do we know that he was even qualified to drive a big rib? And shame on the company that hired him as well. So there's something that can be looked into, don't you think? All right, let's see. We got a few seconds here. Let's chat real quick. Hello, welcome to the show. We've got about 20 seconds.
Only thing I want to say, this is Mike from Fairchance.
Yeah, Mike.
You know, I remember years ago it was called the black market. You could get daggone anything you wanted to on the black market. So maybe, that's how he got to CDL.
Well, I mean, CDL, yes, but how does he get a real ID?
Don't you think they have a black market for that also?
I don't know. That'd be, I don't know. The whole purpose behind it is to prevent counterfeiting. So I don't know, Mike, but we'll chat about it tomorrow. I got to run. Thanks for the call.
Bye.
Hey, CBS News is next. This is WMBS Uniontown. It is 3 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Cammie McCormick. The House has just voted overwhelmingly to force the Justice Department to release the Jeffrey Epstein files.
On this vote, the yeas are 427, the nays are 1. 2/3 being in the affirmative, The rules are suspended. The bill is passed.
Torian Small reports it wasn't without some reservations from the House Speaker as it heads to the Senate.
He had a conversation with Leader Thune about the next steps. Both Thune and Johnson discussed some concerns that they had about the bill as it stood. One of the particular concerns he had was about victim privacy. Thune would have to take that up, and there have to be an amendment that would then be sent back to the House before this makes it to the president's desk. We also talked to Senator Schumer.